Hi, thank you for your interest in the secure PC application developed by X Securitas. In this video, we explain the log-on and log-off states used for file, folder control, and external device control. Let's create a simple policy to demonstrate how the policy is applied in the log-on and log-off states. When setting the policy, there's an option called Also Applies to Logged State. This is to decide whether to apply the policy only in the log-off state or both in the log-on and log-off states. This video explains the log-on and log-off states, and the policies that apply in each state. How you set up your policy is covered in other videos. First, drag and drop the folders and files that start with the name log-off on the desktop. Select the policy for this file as Deny Access and do not select Also Applies to Logged State. This means that the Deny Access policy applies only to the log-off state. In other words, these files and folders will not be visible in the log-off state. Next, drag and drop the folders and files that start with the name logon on the desktop. Select the policy for this file as Deny Access and Also Applies to Logged State. This will make the selected files and folders invisible in the log-on and log-off states. The current state is the log-on state because you can change the policy. Now click the Apply button to apply the policy. After applying the policy, you can see that the files and folders starting with logon have disappeared. That is, on files starting with logon, the policy is applied even in logon state. Now let's switch to the log-off state. In the Exit menu, click the Log-Off button to switch to the log-off state. You are now in log-off state. As you can see, files and folders starting with log-off are gone. To switch to the login state, click the Login menu in the Tray menu. You must enter your password to switch to logon state. You are now in logon state. You can now view the files that begin with log-off, just like the policy. Minimize the window by clicking on the Minimize to Tray button. This state is also logon state. Since the current logon state, the log-off menu is displayed in the Tray menu. You can also click on it to switch to the log-off state. You are now in log-off state again. As you can see, files and folders starting with log-off are gone. There is another way to switch from log-on to log-off state. When you enter the Option menu, there's an option to automatically switch to the log-off state if there is no mouse or keyboard operation for a certain period of time. Let's test it. Because it is currently in logon state, you can see files starting with log-off are on the desktop. If you do not perform any operation for the specified time, the main window will disappear and a notification window will be displayed to switch to log-off status. Also, since the current state is log-off, files starting with the name log-off on the desktop have also disappeared. Let's close the program. When the program is closed, the file starting with log-off will not be visible. In other words, you can see that the program keeps the log-off state when it is closed. Finally, when the program starts automatically after booting the PC, it will start with the log-off state. That is, it starts with log-off status without asking for the password, and the program is in the tray bar. This means that if someone else boots your PC, you can protect your data. See other videos for more information on how to set up your policy. How is it? Try secure PC applications. You will be amazed at the ease of use and the superiority of security. Thanks you for watching.